My kids are, Ella's got her cousin over. She up there yelling. Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. There you go. Nothing specific on the agenda, guys. I was gonna open a box of these. I'll wait a little bit here, though. I don't know, was it this box? No, it wasn't this box. This one. This one's busted open. So, I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. How's it going, everybody? Let me know you're in here. Had to go up and shut the door. It's loud. Probably still loud, but what does that say? 3. Just thought I'd come in here and hang out with y'all for a little bit. Let me know you're in here. Anybody that wants to hang out tonight? I know it's getting a little bit late. If we don't get no activity, we'll close her up. But if you're in here, holler at me. Let me know who you are. I just came in from shooting fireworks. So that'll be going up on the channel probably tomorrow, what I just did tonight. But anyway. Hey, I was waiting on somebody to contact me. Let me know that they were there. What's up, Pat? Did you ever decide if you was going to be able to make it on Friday, next Friday? So, not a lot of activity in here tonight. I didn't let nobody know I was going live either. So, what's up, Full Moon Fireworks? Yeah, I got church in the morning too, man, but I stay up a little bit on Saturdays because I work. I worked today, so this is like the only part of the weekend I get. So I just thought I'd come on here for a few minutes and hang out. Thanks for stopping by. Ain't too many of us in here tonight. That's all right. All I was going to do is just come on here and chat, and I thought about opening this guy right here up. This is a DOT items.c, as you can see, but it's busted up, you know, so I'll probably actually do a demo on these. I figured why not. So I guess everybody's got something going on tonight. About the time I go to get off of here, 20 people will hop on. That's usually what happens. I'm pretty sure these are Red Lantern. It doesn't say it, but the other one has a sticker on it. So we're getting ready to find out if it says it on there or not. I only bought 2 of these. They were a little bit, well, they weren't, I wouldn't say they're pricey, but they cost more than some of the other stuff I picked up. So, what's up, 2012 Pyro? Make sure y'all go subscribe to 2012 Pyro. Just started a new channel. Make sure you go check that out. We went live earlier. It was fun. Just lit some fountains. Sweet. I didn't see that. I was watching the movie Maverick up there, and then I wanted to shoot fireworks, so I went outside and shot fireworks. Come in, my movie was over. But here we go. Check it out. We got Red Lantern. I'm trying to, that's got tape on it. I wonder if that is just a sticker. I don't know. Kind of looks like a sticker. Yep, make sure y'all go to Full Moon Fireworks, 2012 Fireworks. Uh-oh, the base fell off, but check it out. That gives us a chance to look at it. Some vintage stuff on the bottom there. Awesome. I was trying to see if it's got this plastic wrapper on it. It's got it taped up. But either way, it is. Let's check it out here. Red Lantern.C, Hunan, China. Parachute with 7 lanterns. Oh, I found these on vacation, out tent hopping. All over the place. So yeah. What was in here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 6. So yeah, I think we're gonna do a demo on these because they're too cool not to. That's the way I feel about it anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully they still work good. But yeah. Anyway, there's 8 of y'all in here now. Oh man, I want to. Okay, yeah, I'll probably do a demo on them then, or that, or what I'm starting to do is trying to make some longer videos. I noticed that my demo videos don't get as many views as if I make like a 10-minute long video. So I'm just kind of throwing some fireworks in and then doing a couple of demos in with it. And the one that I just did tonight was the Follow Me. I don't know if you guys have seen the Follow Me by T-Sky, but it's super cool. I'm gonna have to get more of those. So if you haven't seen it, basically it's a bunch of fountains that you pull it along with a string, and after you light it, they fall off one at a time. And then you've got like, what was it, 12 or 20? I don't remember how many it was, but they fall off and they do their thing all in a row. It's pretty cool. I'm going to have to definitely get some more of those because they were really neat. I've got one more, I think. I told my wife I didn't, but I think I do. I think I do. I'm going to have to look and find it, but I'm pretty sure I have one more. So yeah, that's the says I miss it. What were you demoing earlier? The Follow Me is what it was called. We did some, what did we shoot? Just some random things, really. Oh, there was some of the, I don't know what they're called. It's like a fountain that's like, it's a handheld fountain and it's on a spring. It's called Spring Chicken or something like that. And you're supposed to twirl them in circles. And we did some of those. We did an emoji fountain that was really good. We did a fox fountain that was not very good, but it was okay. It's a little snow cone guy. They weren't very good though. I probably wouldn't buy those again. So you'll see that probably tomorrow when I put it up. Did a couple aerial spinners from Red Lantern, Black Hawk or Nighthawk, something like. Well, here they are. This is what I shot. What does it say? Black Hawk. Yeah, these are pretty decent. So they got a nice whistle when they go up to a crackle, and they got some color, so they're pretty cool. But nothing to write home about. They're not as good as the Miracle Wonder helicopter. Those things are wonderful. Love those things. So, and I'm loving these guys too right now. These are just super ground blooms with boom. They're just like the other ones that look like Mario or whatever. They're just as good as those in my opinion. But yeah, just as good in my opinion. If you can find them, get them. Have some fun with them. If nothing else, use them as firecrackers because they're really good. But no, I didn't really have anything in agenda tonight. I was on here the other night for anybody that might not have been on here. Me and Vex Pyro was on here pushing our trip that we're going to be doing, the second annual Pyro Caravan. So I thought that was a pretty cool name. I come up with that because, I was thinking about all of us just following each other, going from shop to shop to shop. I thought that'd be a pretty cool name for it. But either way, it was a lot of fun. Did you see that old silver crackers hidden in my video? You shot them in your video, didn't you? I thought. No spin on those. Oh, no. These have spin, yeah. It's kind of, well, see, they spin, but I've had some that won't spin at all and just go boom. Some that'll spin really, really good, and then some that'll start spinning and then just explode. So they're kind of inconsistent in the way they work, but they all go boom. They've got a very good boom to them, but sometimes the spin is inconsistent. So yeah, they do spin, just not, not always the best. That's just been my dealing with them anyway. But they're fun to have. I don't know, I had like 4 or 5 bricks of them. But yeah. Say that I'll be posting next month tons of OL crackers. Cool. Cool. I'll keep an eye out for it. Post it tomorrow, man. Well, you gotta wait. Don't wait till next month. We need content, 2012 Pyro. Get his content. It's getting to that time of year where, well, July, and it'll start slowing down in August. Everybody will stop watching videos as much for like fireworks and stuff, and it'll pick up a little bit in the wintertime. People start watching more videos, but as it gets closer to New Year's a little bit. But yeah, I would like to hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year, but I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I'm like 26 or 2,640 something right now. So, I mean, it's possible, but it's just getting to that time of year where I don't think it's going to happen unless you guys go out there and really push it for me. But, oh, neighbors that don't like it. Yeah, that sucks. We used 2 blooms and a gray box, no brand, simply called ground blooms, and they were all noise, no spin. Yes, I've had some. They were just called ground blooms, and they were like 10 in a pack. I think they were black and had red writing on them, is what mine looked like, or gray, something like that. And yeah, they were just firecrackers, is all they were. I think that's just how they got them in. Probably was calling them ground blooms. But yeah, they were pretty good. That was my first real uh decent anyway firecracker, and I came across those, and I was so excited that I found those out in the wild. I was like, I didn't have anything else at that time, and I was just shooting. I loved them stupid things. I bought like 30 packs of them. She had them for $3 a pack, so I just bought as many as I could at the time because that's all I had other than just regular crackers. Have a brick of Polish ground blooms. Sweet. Sounds like you got some nice stuff, man. We need to hang out. I don't know where you're at. Sounds like you got some cool stuff just from some of the comments that you've left. So, hey, if you guys are in here watching, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. I'd appreciate it. I know everybody on YouTube says that hit the like button, but it really does help if you go and you look at all the stuff on YouTube and what they look at. Like, they keep track of every like, every share, and everything, and it determines how they push the videos and stuff. So if y'all wouldn't mind, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. So let's see if I got anything else we can look at over here. I do have these Legend ground blooms I bought on vacation. I've tried them out. They're pretty decent. I was expecting better out of these. They're just normal, but they're not bad. I just love ground blooms. Can't focus. But yeah, I just absolutely love ground blooms. Everything about them. If they're good. Now, I've got some vintage ones, and I shot the vintage ones, and I was like, holy smokes, these things were good back in the day. Like, they lasted 2 times as long as the ones that we have today. And so I just like them. I think it's something fun you can always play with. It's not going to make any noise. Ain't nobody going to get mad. I mean, firecrackers are always my favorite, but are you doing fireworks this New Year's? I've talked to a lot of fellas who don't do fireworks for New Year's. I was surprised. It depends on if I'm home. Sometimes my church does stuff, and I'm not home. If I'm home, yes, I will be doing something. I usually don't do a whole lot, but I'm in Illinois. Unfortunately, I've been collecting for a long. I'm from Illinois originally. I don't know what part of Illinois you're from, but I grew up in southern Illinois around the Anna Jonesboro area. I grew up in a little town called Dongola. That's where I went to school. So there's Anna Jonesboro, and then there's Carbondale, Marion area. We used to kind of stomp around there a little bit too, but yep, that's where I grew up. I don't claim it anymore. I'm in Missouri now. I met my wife, and I moved over here to be a youth pastor, and I lived in the parsonage for a while, And then I moved into a camper, and then I bought us a trailer right before we got married. We lived in a trailer for a little while, and then we bought a house when we had our daughter, our first daughter. So yeah, Chicago suburbs. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't even imagine. I bet you they hate fireworks with a passion. I like the Bam Bam tubes with a picture of Bam Bam from the Flintstones so much that I bought 12 more boxes. Yeah, have you seen the Pebbles? They got Pebbles ones now too. Um, I was looking to see if I had a box close, but I don't see them right off the top. But yeah, I like the old Bam Bams that had two Bams in them, two bangs in them. Those were some of my favorites. Those were the only ones I could get for a long time, and I could go to stores and buy those, but they're not made anymore. And if you have them, you better hang on to them. That's kind of the consensus that I'm getting from the store owners that I talk to is they're not coming back. They won't be made again. So if you have them and you're a collector, you might want to hang on to one or two of them. So, but yeah, I have not shot the Pebbles yet. I have shot the Bam Bams, but they're just the same thing. But sorry guys, I had to get a drink. I'm thirsty. Master double bangs are the same thing. Yeah, I think they are. They're just about as good in my opinion. They're the same size and everything. So you're probably right. I got a box of the Masters. I shot one box. I finished one off on the fourth, and then I got another one. I only had two. I'm not really into single shots like that, Thunder Kings or whatever you want to call them. Pebbles is the newest. Bam Bam by Dynamite. Yes, by Dynamite Fireworks. Yep. Yep. Make sure you keep one. I've got a couple of boxes around here of them because there was a store here where I'm from, and I think he had one box left this year, but the price had went up on it. Because when I was getting them, I was paying like $7, I think, and now they're up to like 13 because they're just disappearing. So, but yeah, I don't know. There's so many different things out there now too. Like there's always new single shots, salute, Thunder Kings, whatever you want to call them. They're always coming out with new stuff. Can't keep up with it. I can't anyway. I don't know if you guys saw the video on these or not. Oh, too close. I thought these were cool. I mean, when I bought them, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I had heard one of them go off, so I had an idea of what they sounded like. A bit inconsistent, but I mean, if you see them, I would grab them if they're at a good price. I mean, I wouldn't go over $10 for sure. Probably I would make sure and try to get them for less than that. But they're not bad for a legend. They're not bad at all. I would definitely do it again. And I got a shoebox here of them that I've shot some and got rid of some, but used to like double barrels, dual salutes. Double barrel. I haven't seen those. Oh, what is this? I guess the single shot salutes would be called Wilma. Maybe. They'll come out with something. Yeah, it'll be something. It'll be the exact same thing. Maybe they'll call them Fred and Barney's or something like that. Who knows? Dino. Maybe they'll do Dino. I think it's neat though. I mean, they know we'll buy the stuff. They know we're gonna buy it, even though we know that it's the same thing. They know we'll buy it. It's just the way it is, and they're right. I've kind of got to a point like all these new crackers and stuff keep coming out, and I'm like, I can't keep up, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna enjoy what I have. You get into that game where it's like gotta have the newest everything, and you go broke, and it's just not worth it. It's fun, but change the name to keep them guessing. That's pretty much what it is. And I wonder if these are better than the other ones, and it's the exact same thing, just with a new wrap on it. That's what it is. But those, if you guys remember, I showed some of the Black Cat crackers that I had got. I tested those out. They're super good. The 50 strips are, I'm gonna say late 90s, probably early 2000s. There's no web address on them, so I don't know when that actually started. They started putting web addresses, but they're lighter, they're sawn, and they're very loud black cats. I'll grab a pack here in a second and open them for you. Just like the big one, they are all. Yep, that's what it is. And I don't, I don't buy ones or nothing like that really. But I've heard from my friends that I have that are into that stuff. They're like, it's just rewraps. It's just, this year it's called this, next year it'll be called something else. It'll do the exact same thing, but somebody's gonna buy it. So, and they know that. Like finding the older OL crackers, especially cases. So that's one thing that I don't do a whole lot is uh, buy cases. If I do, I usually try to find somebody to split something with me, and because I don't really need whole cases because I don't have the room for it, to be honest with you. Do you remember the crazy Christian crackers? Boy, those are loud. Christian crackers. I don't guess I know what you're talking about. Crazy Christian crackers. Nope, haven't seen those. Cakes suck. The one cakes are great. They are expensive and over quick. You can enjoy crackers and single shots all year round for a good cheap fun. And I'm not going to get into that debate and tick somebody off. Um, I like it all, but if I have to choose, I'm going to buy the smaller stuff like crackers and bottle rockets and single shots and Roman candles and stuff like that. That's just my favorite stuff. I get, the other people like the bigger stuff, and I've been told that I'm just playing with little kid stuff. Whatever. I need to get into the big boy game or whatever. I'm just like, get off it. It's just, guys, it's fireworks. Just go enjoy them. That's what they're for. You know, that's the way I see it. Everybody can shoot what they want to shoot and be happy shooting it. Just let me do what I want to do. Right. It's like that box of parachutes right there. I love that kind of stuff. Parachutes aren't my favorite per se, but I know that my kids love chasing them, and I like watching my kids chase them because I know someday they're going to be grown adults and they're going to have their kids out there chasing the parachutes. Maybe my grandkids, it's just, so I'm trying to enjoy all the little moments in life with just the fun stuff because one day it'll be gone, right? Pat says it's a bit of a drive. My cousin is looking up quickest way, but don't know for sure. Love to get down with you guys and shoot some stuff. Probably won't be shooting anything that day. We don't really have a good place to shoot in where we're going to be, so it's mostly just going to be a hanging out and shopping trip. So yeah, I mean, don't anticipate shooting anything because it's probably not going to happen unless he knows a place that I'm not aware of. But I don't think that's going to happen. I spent 1,300 on cakes this year. Wow, yeah, you spent some money. See, I usually don't spend a lot on that kind of stuff. I think I dropped for stuff that I probably a couple $100 maybe, and then I had a few other people bring stuff, and we had a good time. I mean, we were wore out by then anyway. We'd been shooting all day, and I don't fuse stuff. We hand light because I like hand lighting. Love the sound of the fuse. So just something about hitting that fuse. But uh, so yeah, I don't spend a lot of money on the Fourth. Most of my money goes into all this stuff over here. If I could turn the camera here, let me pull it off real quick. All of that over there and my tubs and everywhere, and even behind you see them small tubs back there. That's just all stuff that I play with year round in the collection. Those demolition crackers are awesome. Get those if you see them. There's some Bam Bams in there, and yeah, all kinds of stuff. So that's what I do right there. For anybody that I buy that kind of stuff, and I shoot it year round because I live in a place where I can do it. So they were around. Oh, talking about the Christian crackers. They were around 10 years or so ago, just like the ground blooms with boom and no spin. They were called Christian crackers. That's different. It's great to have a cracker collection. Light of the world, you've been actually got me to start collecting crackers. Now I light them all year round in Minnesota. There you go. And I love, man, I love all crackers. That's why I try to get like, I like the I guess it's early 2000, late 90s. I like digging for like when they still had stars on them. I like finding that because it's like, oh, they're older, they're cool. And then you find the fatter ones, you know, inch and 5/8. Those are cool. And then you find some 2 inch ones, and those are cool. And it's just it's addicting. And but as far as like salute, like OL crackers and stuff like that, I you know I can't just keep. It's like the rewraps thing. It's like, oh, did you get the da 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 da? And it's like it's the same thing as it was last year. It's just got a different wrap. It's like, do I really need 10 boxes of that? It's kind of where I'm getting to. It's just like I can't. I got to start making videos with the stuff that I haven't made videos with yet. I buy it, I put it away, and then it's like, wait, I never made video on that. So I've got to start doing videos and maybe watching my money a little bit. But here I'm going on a shopping trip next week. So it's never ending, guys. Shout out from Long Beach, California. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. That's one place. I mean, I'm not much of a traveler, but I've never been to California. Uh, don't know that I want to go, to be honest. But yeah, safe stacked with crackers. Man, I got all kinds of stuff back there. It's not all crackers. It's my water cracker collection's down there, and then it's novelties, bottle rockets, and firecrackers. And then there's some vintage mixed in there. A lot of my other vintages, you've seen it up. Well, you can't see it, but it's up top there. And then I got some more over there. Uh, you are stat. Okay. Oh, I'm missing comments. So we handled everything this year and had so much fun with my kids. They remind me of the good old days with my. Yep, and that's what it is, man. I get out there and my daughter was out there lighting with me, and my little Ella was up there with her other cousins, and they were lighting some little stuff, and so I was trying to watch them and trying to shoot the big stuff and up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the. I was by the end of the night, I literally couldn't walk. I took ibuprofen and went to bed. So it was a rough night, but. Does your wife ever yell at you for having so much fireworks in the basement, or do you get paranoid? No, she doesn't yell at me, and I don't know why I'd get paranoid. Yeah, like I said, it's mostly just crackers and stuff like that. It's in tubs. It's away from anything flammable, you know. So I mean, I don't know what would happen. Hopefully, nothing ever does happen, but I guess I'd rather it be down here than upstairs. Upstairs, everything's concrete down here for the most part, except the ceiling. But good to see you live. Hope you had a great. Yeah, man. What's up, Pyro J and D? Had a good fourth. Hope y'all had a good fourth too, man. I have 2 big bins full of crackers and salute shells I store in the garage now. Yeah. See, in I've thought about doing some stuff in the garage, but it get here in Missouri, it is so humid. I mean, it is humid, humid, like 100% humidity almost every day in the summer, and it's so wet. Like when I get up at 4 o'clock, I leave at 5 to go to work. Everything's sopping wet, so it's like I really don't think it'd be safe in my garage. I think it would get damp, so that's why I keep it down here because it stays cool year round. It seems like the best place to put it, but I'm thinking about thinning it out a little bit simply by just shooting some of this stuff, and that's what I need to do is just go out there. I need to have like a burn session and just have a couple of buddies over and let's just burn the stuff up and have some fun doing it, and then kind of start over again. I think. I mean, there's definitely some things that I'm not going to burn up. Some of my collectors and valuable things that I have, but things you can't get no more. Still Pyro J and D still uploading videos. Let's see. I read that one. Southern Cali is a nice place to visit. Living here is a different beast. Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't know that I don't know, man. I just all I see about California is the news, and I'm like, nope, I couldn't do it, man. Not with just I couldn't do it. Especially not being able to have fireworks there on a daily. I'm a Rockin' and Canisters fan, but I do buy crackers. Yeah, man, I like that stuff too. I just like it like the canisters and stuff. I usually only shoot on the fourth. That's about it. Other than that, I don't shoot them. Rockets, I do shoot some rockets, but they're usually like a smaller, like skyrocket type thing. So I don't really shoot too many big ones. Hang on. Out of curiosity, did you shoot all those old silver crackers? I know you said you only had. I literally only had like 4 or 5, and I may have one. I would seriously have to go dig through all of that because I don't even know where they would be. I have an idea, but yeah, I don't have many. I didn't have many. Somebody just said, "Here, check these out." And like I said, on one of the other ones, I was at Swap, and my buddy said, "Hey, they got those silver crackers you want." I walked over there and I asked. He goes, "Oh no, that guy just bought them." I was like, "Well, crap." So yeah, I've never seen them again. I would love to have more, but I don't have them. The only silver crackers I got now are the Legend, and they're nowhere near as good as the ones that you're talking about at all. So they had two versions, one with a SFA logo on them and one without. Mine didn't have any logos on them. Mine was I want to say it was red, white, and blue, and just said Silver Cracker or Silver Salute or Silver Cracker, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. I'd have to go back and look at what they said, but almost positive they didn't have a branding on them or nothing. Well, got 17 of y'all in here right now. Only got 8 thumbs up, guys. All right, let's see. Got to get to bed. Good chatting with you. Yep, you too, man. Be safe tomorrow. Have a good day off if you're off. It's my only day off this week, but I only got 3 days this coming week, and then I'm off to Richmond. So excited about that. I was actually talking to Vex Pyro today, kind of talking about what we're gonna do again, and we may be adding another store to that trip. So, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Is a safety firecracker? Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying that it was the name of a company or something. So yeah, mine didn't say. They just said Silver Cracker on them. Is all they said, or Silver Salute, whatever it was. They weren't fake. I know that. They went boom really loud. Yep. All right. Let's see. Oh, so I shot these. I shot 1 or 2 of these on the fourth, and they did okay. That rubber band on them, you would think would be brittle, but these things look like they came right off the line, man. Yesterday, still perfectly good rubber bands on there. Excellent. I love it. Still in great shape. Great shape. Have you tried Phantom Large? Yes. Those are so good. The Phantom Large Moon Travelers. I love it. They've got the silver tail out the back, kind of like the Black Cat Silver Fox, and they've kind of got a delayed report. So they'll go up, fly for a while, and then they'll start to drop before they ever blow up. So yes, I have tried them. That's one of the few things from Phantom that I actually like is is their large moon travelers, but old school quality. If you weren't so far, I'd bring you a box. Oh man, Chicago, it's not that far. You could be here in 6, 7, 8 hours probably. It'd be worth it. And see, then you'd be in Missouri, and then we could go out in the back on the good old tree stump back there, and we could blow some stuff up. Those are pricey. Well, what's pricey? What are you talking about? Talking about these? I found a great deal on these, actually. Thought that was funny, huh? 2012 Pyro. I don't know how far Chicago is from me. I know it's a pretty good distance. I'm on down on the south. I'm southeast Missouri, so we're kind of down towards real close to Illinois, real close to Illinois. But collab with 2012 Pyro. There you go. I've always wanted to do some collab videos with people, but the problem is nobody's around me too much. Most of the people I know and talk to are at least 6 hours away, 6 to 8, 12 hours away. Uh, I've thought about contacting after actually I've tried to get a hold of him once, ask him a question, and I don't think he responded. No, he did. I can't say that. He did respond one time, a comment that I made, but that's Backyard Fireworks. He is really close to me. He's within probably an hour or so, but I don't know if he would even be interested. I don't think I'm even on that guy's radar because I know he's got like 10,000 subs or 12,000 subs or something like that, and I'm not there yet. And we do a lot of different stuff, but I think it'd be fun uh, just to go out somewhere and shoot and make a collab video with somebody like that. But it kind of gets to the point where it's kind of looks like, oh, well, I'm just trying to get views and subscribers, and I don't want to be like that. I mean, I just think it'd be neat to collab with people. One of the things I want to do on here is interview other YouTubers, kind of like I was doing with Vex, but it would be more of an interview setting where I kind of talk about how they got started with YouTube, what, fireworks, and just kind of let them give their story and be a push for their channel. And because I don't know, I want to help other people grow their channels as I grow mine. DJ314 Pyro is insane. Yeah, I've seen I didn't know he was in St. Louis, but I knew that he wasn't super far away. But I've never talked to him. I've never really met him or talked to him. 319 Pyro, he's about 8 hours from me. Blood type Pyro, I'm gonna say 11 hours. I don't know if it's quite that long. Sparky McBangers is about 6 hours from me. Vex is 6 hours from me. Silver Stag's over 6. He's like 7 or 7.5, I think. So yeah, uh, and that's the kind of hours where it's like, okay, that's a day drive to get there, and then you got to stay the day. So you got to leave real early, stay the whole day, get up the next day, and then come back. But it would be fun. So Backyard Pyro seems to just be advertising for Little J's Fireworks a lot. He has some great videos. Yeah, I think, see, he's closer to that area than I am. Little J's is a good 3 hour drive for me. So I know it's probably about 2 for him, like 2, 1.5 or 2 for him. But when I go that direction, I'm going to Bob's Fireworks. I love Bob's Fireworks. He'll open for you anytime. You just call him and he'll tell him when you'll be there and he'll open the doors. I love that little store. You never know what treasures you'll find there. Backyard likes novelties and smaller fireworks. I will mention to him that he should do a collab. Do it. Yeah, man. Tell him to hit me up. I mean, I've never asked him, but I have commented. He did comment back to me one time. It was about Boomland because I said Boomland wouldn't let me do a walkthrough, and he says that they let him every time. Well, I finally got Boomland to let me do it, but that was the only time he answered me back. So no, I'm not saying he won't answer me. I've just been thinking. I wonder if he would, but I don't think he really knows who I am. So. Is Bob's the one with all the old stuff? Sometimes he does, sometimes he don't. It's like I said, it's just kind of like a treasure hunt in there. Sometimes you'll find some really neat stuff, early UN stuff, which is I love early UN stuff. I love DOT stuff and I love early UN stuff because it was so much more unique, like they put effort into it a lot, and the box arts and stuff like that. That's why I loved it. So it just had a cool look to it. But yeah, that's Bob. That's who Bob's is. I go up there. Excuse me. I usually go up there at least once a year, but I haven't. Let me think. No, I did make it up there. I made it up there in April this year. I believe April. No, February, March. I think it was March. But yeah, I found some neat stuff at Bob's. I found those jumbo skyrockets up there from Peacock. It says Peacock. It says standard. I'm sorry, standard, and it's got the peacock on it. And I'm trying to remember what else I got from there. I found some neat stuff there before. Bob's has, yes, the glass case of vintage. Yep, that's him. If you haven't saw my video, I did a video of Bob's fireworks where I showed all of the vintage, not just the case that's outside. I got to go in the back where he's got more cases. So there's that case. When you walk in, it's on the left. He's got a case, but then there's a door next to it. You go back behind that door, and there's one, two, three, four or five more cases of stuff, like cases, like glass cases that you can look at. He's got some neat stuff in there, and I just wanted to just like open it up and just like, can I have all this? I mean, it was so neat. He just random stuff, and Bob will talk to you now. He can tell you some stories, and he's got some crackers in there that's like $3,000 a pack. So gollywogs, I think they're called, and he's got a story with that too. So if you ever go in there, just Bob will talk your ear off, though. That's for sure. The hidden room of relics. And not everything in there is like in his collection is really super old. It's just some of it's just unique stuff that you don't see anymore that was here for a little bit and now it's gone. And that's what I like about it. I bet that dude has all sorts of early UNOL crackers. What I like about Bob's is it changes. Like, cause he goes to PGI and he goes to the swap meets and he goes to mid states and all these different things, and he'll buy stuff and then he'll take it in and he'll put it on his table and resell it, and you never know what he's gonna have in there. I freaking love it. I just love going in there. I need to make it out to PGI one of these years just to have to get the wife to let me be gone for a week. That's my thing. Is I've been asked to go. Somebody asked me because they're going. They said, "Hey, you want to roll with me?" And I'm like, "Man, I would love to, but taking a whole week off to go out there, have the money to do it. I just one of these years, I think I'm just gonna plan it out and see if I can catch a ride with one of my buddies, and I'm just gonna have to do it because it's one of those things. They say that it's like the best place to get fireworks. Everything's dirt cheap because they want you to buy it, go out, test it, come back and buy cases, right? That's what they're wanting. And me, I'm just gonna buy it and go throw it in the car and say, take it home and shoot it, make videos with it. But so yeah, I've got to do that at some point in time, make it out there. But my trip for usually I have a couple of trips a year that I look forward to. One of those is the swap meet in Joplin that I go to. The other one is this thing that I'm getting ready to do next week. I really look forward to that. That's going to be changing probably from year to year. I mean, we're going to go different places in the United States and do shopping, but I don't know how far away we're going to go. I mean, it's probably going to be within a 6-hour driving area, more than likely. Maybe, that could change, but that is the idea. And there's a lot of places we can hit. I mean, from that radius, from wherever we're at. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So this year we're just doing the same. It's kind of the same with added stores this year, and then next year we may look to do something in Missouri. So might change. What's up, Brian Kendra? How's it going, man? He's one of my members. Big shout out to him for supporting the channel. If anybody's interested, there's a join button on my videos. You can click on that and support the channel. You don't have to, but I put it up there for anybody that wanted to, so feel free to do that, guys. How do you find out? The Joplin swap meet's always in March. There's some Facebook groups and stuff like that you could probably find out in, or I'll probably be talking about it whenever I go. It's always in March. I called Black Market and they said the dude that runs it wasn't available. He may not have been. I don't know. I know that he works there or something. I don't know the whole story on that, so I'm not gonna say a whole lot, but yeah. Anyway, any more questions? We've been going for 45 minutes, guys. I came down here for like a 15-minute chat and it turned into something. There wasn't nobody in here, and then everybody started showing up, so I just kept talking. So I'm still trying to figure out. I think someone told me what these little diamonds mean. I looked it up and it said something about you can get money from it, or I don't exactly understand it. But I've got 0. But the other night I had 3 of them, and then it's got your donations, where there's no donations, and then my thumbs up and how many people's in here. But I don't know. I need to figure out what those diamond things do. See, do they have vendors? Yes. People bring in stuff and sell stuff. Sim Mac just subscribed. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. Tell your friends. Help me hit 3,000 by the end of the year. Trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you got any Pyro buddies, let them know. We do tons of videos, lots of different stuff. So do vintage stuff. I know this video I put up today, I was like, ain't nobody gonna watch this. But it's vintage versus modern, but it's snakes. And I was and I was like, ain't nobody gonna watch this when they see it's snakes. But I really wanted to see the DOT snakes up against the modern ones. And you could tell by looking at it, the DOTs are 2 times the size. And they were better. And I'm telling you, there's a different smell to them. They smelled completely different. When I lit those, man, it brought me back to my childhood. I kid you not. It was not the same smell. It was completely different, and it just brought me back to being a kid when I was out there lighting snakes. It was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like you were back being a kid again. Like that smell just brought you right back. I lit a 10,000 roll of black cats in my driveway, and they all ended up going. Yeah, black cats are good at that. It was the loudest I've ever heard. Black cats are really good at going off all at once. They will do that. I tell you what, another one is I've got these dynamite. I don't know what I did with those, but they're dynamite firecrackers. They're like a yellow and green pack. I thought I had some here. I think I put them all away. But those things will burn from the top to the bottom before a cracker ever goes off, and then every one of them crackers goes off at the same time. It sounds like it's really cool. They're really good crackers if you find those. Gonna watch the live as soon as this is over. That's right. Go back and watch it. I will watch I will watch it 3,000 times. Hey, that'd be all right. If you don't have YouTube Premium, make sure you watch any commercials too. Those commercials make me money. Aged snakes are like fine wine. I'm telling you, let me grab a pack of them real fast, guys, and I'll show them to you in case you haven't seen them. I had gotten a few boxes of them, and so I opened one of the boxes. But here they are. And this, I mean, I remember playing with these as a kid. I mean, I don't know if it was the Flower Basket brand or not. Back then, I didn't care about brands. I just liked fireworks. But did I miss anything? I think the chemicals they use nowadays are different and more regulated than they were 20 or 30 years ago. I loved the black. Not sure what you mean there, Craig. Matt, see, I always let the commercials run for my favorite content creators. Appreciate that. Hopefully I'm one of them. But so yeah, on this box here, it doesn't say it on this box, does it? On the actual box, I'll tell you what, let me just grab that and I'll show you guys something. So here's the box of them. I've shot some and I've given a bunch away to some buddies. But it says, guaranteed not to contain poisonous mercury. So I don't know what exactly they're made out of, but these apparently don't have mercury in them. The Black Avenger crackers. I have not seen the Black Avenger crackers. So, yeah. I'll have to look for them. Well, they just smell like my childhood. Have you ever got any Slammer crackers that are made by? Yes, I do. Is that the blue box? I think they come in a blue box. What's up, 412 Pyro? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. So here are the snakes, the vintage snakes. Pyro cologne. Yep. My kids are always like, when smoke bombs are like, that stinks, and I'm like, that's fireworks, kids. That smells wonderful. Look at those. I know they're just snakes, right? I get it, but I just love this stuff. I love this stuff. I get so excited with all fireworks, all mostly little stuff. I love little fireworks. There's more of them, more to shoot, more to light. It's just a lot of fun. Now I can get it back in there. But anyway, there's that. All right, what did I miss here? Yeah, the blue box one. So there are a couple different kinds in the blue box. There's two different blue boxes. One of them that has a window and one of them that don't have a window. And I don't remember which one's the best. But there's one that wasn't very good, and then one that was pretty decent. Excuse me, pretty decent. I see them ground blooms. Yep, they're good, aren't they? These are pretty good. They're just as good as the other super ground blooms, in my opinion. Here's what the label looks like. I think I've showed that, but there it is again. I smell my fireworks. My kids hate the smell. My wife and I love it. Okay, let me tell you this. Whenever so I caught COVID in 2021, and I got real sick from it. I wound up in the hospital. Wasn't doing good there for a while, but I was there for 5 days, and when I finally got out, I was still really weak and didn't have my smell back. I mean, I was sick. And so when I went to start lighting some fireworks again, trying to make myself feel better, I couldn't stand the smell. Like, it was hard to smell them. And I'm like, "Oh no, this sucks." Cuz like I used to love the smell. And the smell finally it got back to normal, but there's still things that I can't smell. There's a lot of things that I can't smell, and I'll still have I had to look it up. It was called COVID smoke. I still have it occasionally, but I will smell smoke where there's no smoke, and I'll start sneezing out of nowhere, and I'm the only one that can smell it. But it's not there. There's nothing there. It's just it did something to my senses, and that was what 4 or 5 years ago now. But more fuses, more fun. Yeah, the plastic plugs. I never got hit by none of the plastic plugs, but yep, I know what you're talking about. I've had some of those. Glad they're getting popular again. Definitely a fun item. Yes. I love all ground blooms. I mean, the fact they go boom makes it better. I like the ones that crackle, and I like the ones that don't crackle. I'm not a huge fan of the big ones though. The ones like the dragonflies. Oh, I'm trying to think of them. What they're called. Just jumbo ones, zoomers. I can't think of all the names of them right now, but just not a huge fan of the big ones unless they go boom. I did like those, but I've always been a fan of the smaller ones. I just wish that they were like the vintage ones. They lasted a lot longer. Pyro Predator had an M60 for a while that was loaded pretty good. They were all over Missouri. Yeah, I never had any of those. Trying to think. There was a good Cutting Edge. That's what it was. They made a I want to say it was an M60. I think's what it was. And I mean, it was just a cracker inside of there, but I was always really impressed with them. They were always very loud. I don't think I have any more of those, but they were always really loud too. So if you ever see any of those Cutting Edge, I think they're M60s. They're in a black box. They were very good. I had the Shogun green colored ground bloom with report. That thing was, yeah, it's got a little lady finger in it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, spun pretty good, and it goes. It was like, that's a disappointment, especially when you were hoping for something better. Yeah, the Red Lantern ones. I went outside and lit some of the old Red Lantern ground blooms that were vintage, and man, they just spun and spun and spun. You're like, oh my gosh, is it ever gonna stop? It cycled the colors really well, and these new ones, you might get what 10 seconds if you're lucky. I don't even know if you get that, but That's why I like when they explode. I don't have to go clean nothing up. Just it's gone. Nothing but paper flying around. That's what I like about them. I got some called King of Ground Bloom. They were excellent. They burned bright white at first and then ended throwing color starting to crackle. Cool. King of Ground Bloom. You'll have to send me a picture of that, Brian. If you got any, I'd like to see them. If you still got them. Yes, there was a zoomer that exploded, but I never found any of them. I think that was probably an early version. All the ones that I have found are just they just spin. I've never had any that boom. I'm pretty sure Cody B showed one on his channel a long time ago that exploded. I remember seeing one of them videos that had it, but I like to add a little powder to the blooms. Yep. Somebody told me I needed to do that with that strobe rocket video that I did. I should have put more in it, but I was like, I was just shooting for fun and making a few videos. I wasn't. Yeah, I was just playing. That was 4th of July. I was like, I'm not messing with nothing. I'm just shooting stuff. Can't say that we ever drilled the ends of the ground blooms to make them into flying blooms. Hey, I've had some ground blooms that were so good that they took off over the house. Just ground. I kid you not. They were bigger ones, the jumbo ones, but I cannot remember the name of them things. But I never found them again. But I lit that sucker and it took off over the house. I was like, holy crap, that was good. I wish those little zips that they make would blow up. I'd buy the heck out of those things and zoom and then boom. That would be amazing, right? Little miniature stickless rocket. That would be so cool. Do they have zips with it port or no? Not to my knowledge, they don't. And I think now this is just me. This isn't like some pyro scientific answer or nothing. But I think the reason they don't make zips that report like that is because of how far they go, and it would probably could start fires. So if it flew way out in the field and then popped and exploded, it could catch a field on fire or something like that. That's just my thinking on it, because they have stickless rockets, but they don't go that far. They go straight up in the air, and they don't go that far, and they explode. And but I don't even really care for stickless rockets a whole lot, the real big ones, because every time I light them, they go straight towards the house. I'm like, nope, I'm done. Put them away. Not playing that no more. They're unpredictable. But I would like to see zips that exploded. But I think they probably go so high and so far that you probably even wouldn't be able to hear the report. Whatever you do, don't buy the strobe rockets from Mecca T Sky. Okay, the same company. I bought half a case. 3 of them left the ground. Oh wow. Yeah, the only strobe rockets I had were given to me. They were the ones that had the skull on them. They were black and had a skull on them. I don't know where they come from. Oh, I kicked it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I have seen some from stores. Oh no, I take that back. I shot some from Fox Fireworks that was given to me. Those were pretty good. Go check the video on that. Those were really good. Stickless rockets are sick. Yeah, look, I get it. If I had a wide open place to shoot them, I'd light them up all the time. But uh, I got a decent backyard, but every time I hit them, man, they go the wrong way, and it's just not worth it to me. Not to put out a window. Sky cruisers or death missiles? Yes, they are. I've had sky cruisers. I had a whole bunch of them at one point, and I think I did a trade or something, but yep, mine don't go straight up. They'll shoot off to the side. They'll get airborne, but they'll go off to the side. Astro Boy strobes are decent. Haven't seen those. Have not seen those. That strobe video I did has been getting quite a bit of views. If you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. I mean, it was just a quick little short that we did on the 4th of July. Had my buddy light it. But yeah, they were pretty cool. The sketchy autopilot decided where they go. Yeah, usually it's right towards my house. And another reason I didn't like them, what was the name of those? I can see it in my head. It was the foreign ones. It's a black box with orange writing on it. I cannot think of the name of them. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. Let me know if you do. But I lit one of those, and That's going to bug me. I can't think of the name of that. But anyway, it went up, it exploded, and it came down, and I found it laying in the yard. It was really dry. And the cardboard was literally on fire. And I was like, man, that will catch a yard on fire. It would catch a field on fire. I mean, the cardboard was actively smoldering. And so I was like, nope, got to quit on those. What was the name of those things? Started with an S, I think. Supernovas? No, that don't sound right either. I don't know. I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen them online from like direct from China has them. If I seen them, I would know exactly what they were. But anyway, oh, 1 hour, guys. We did an hour live tonight so far. Probably have to let you go soon. I don't even know what time it is. My daughter had her cousin come over, and they've been up there making all kinds of noise. But Spyro Gyro, no, it's not those. I can see it in my head, but I cannot think of the name of it. I think I may still have a box. I know they're foreign. That much I know. 8:28, so that means it's 10:28 over here. So it's 10:30 my time. Because you guys are 2 hours behind us. So it's nothing for you guys, huh? Getting late for me. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I'm getting tired. Those flying gems will do that too. Yeah. I don't really like flying gems and the ladybugs. I don't want to say I don't like them. They're just not my favorite firework. I don't like that high pitched squeal that they do. Like they spin really loud and squeal before they go up. I've always found them kind of annoying. But any pyro doing a New Year's Eve stash? I usually don't. I mean, anything I buy after my trips, I'll show you that I bought it. Don't know that I'll be doing much. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's this year. I love lighting on New Year's. Some years I just don't get to. Yeah, the come down in flames. But no, so yeah, these are actually stickless rockets. What I'm trying to think of, they got boom. They go up to boom. They're not just like spinners that fly. They're actually big boom canister things. Some of them's called Big George, but I cannot think of the name of those things, and I don't even know if I have them anymore. So no, not Big John. It starts with an I want to say Supernova or something like that. I don't know. We don't have to sit here and think about it, but I can see it in my head. And if I could show them to you, you'd go, oh yeah, those. Because I know I've seen them on videos that direct from China, but black box, orange writing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So Hestia, yeah, they're from Hestia, but I can't think of the name of them, what they're called. I know that Hestia makes them. I'm pretty sure they do anyway. We often go on trips over to New Year's, so I don't shoot much then. I mean, you have to let me know when you're going to come down. I know that you talked about coming down Missouri way, so let me know, man. I'd like to meet up with you. If you got time, we could always, talking to Brian here, we could get something to eat or something, man, if you're in the area for a little bit. Sky Cruisers, that might be the name of them. Supernovas, yeah, I think I said that. It's one of those. I just know the box was black and had orange writing. I can't remember though. And I know there's a lot of them called Sky Cruisers. Flying bugs. Yes, I've got a box of flying bugs that I was going to shoot. And I forgot to do it. I was going to shoot those on the 4th. I still have not shot those. Maybe I can get out there and do that tomorrow night. Black box, orange writing. Yep, that's it. That's supernovas. And maybe I was right. I said supernovas. It just didn't sound right to me. Super Blitz. That's it. Yes, not Supernova. Super Blitz. Thank you, Rizzoli31. That is it. That's what I was thinking of. Yep. Supernova just didn't sound. It sounded right, but it didn't sound like it was perfect. But awesome, Super Blitz. Yes, I've had Super Blitz and Sky Cruisers. Those are the ones that I've had, and I've had Big John, but I don't think I've ever shot Big John. We are going to hit Six Flags in Silver Dollar City. Yes, Branson's about 5 hours from me. Six Flags is about an hour and a half, I think. So if you come down this way, man, we can plan it out ahead of time or something when I'm not working or whatever. We can try to figure something out. Or I mean, if you're in St. Louis, maybe we can meet halfway somewhere or something like that. That'd be cool. I just went to look. Yes, I have 3 boxes of Super Blitz. Yes. And yeah, I'm pretty sure 412 Pyro. I've seen it in your video as well. So that's why I just could not remember the name. It was bugging the crap out of me. But yeah, those are good, but those are the ones that I had blow up and they were smoldering in the yard. So I lit that in August and everything was dry. And after I lit it, I just had this feeling like I probably shouldn't have lit that. And then like 15 minutes later, I went back and I seen the cardboard and I'm like, and it was smoldering. And I'm like, uh-oh, like, all right, I had the kids out looking all over the yard, picking it up and stomping it out, making sure that we didn't lose anything. So yeah, I got a box of flying bugs. It might be over here. No, I got a box of them somewhere. I don't know where. I've still got to demo these things from Monkey Mania, the Holicopter. They're pretty good too. And then I got these Booming Bulldogs. I've showed these before too. I keep saying I'm going to demo these, and I never do. I keep forgetting. These guys right here from Monkey Mania, I'm looking to maybe get a case, maybe even split one. These things are super good. These are the best little crackle fountains I have ever found. These things take off and they burn a flame out of them and they crackle fast and they last just as long. I don't know how they do it, but these are the best ones I have ever seen. I bet if you get about 2 boxes of these things going at once, shoot, that'd be a heck of a show. Big George and Big John's. Yes, I've had both of those and I don't think I've shot them. I may actually still have them over there. Some of this stuff I put up like 4 years ago and I was digging through it the other day and I went, check it out. I forgot I had that. So Consumer Pyro Trivia is coming next. Okay. Consumer Pyro Trivia is coming next. You tried Naval Mine Single Shot. No, I've never tried Naval Mine Single Shot. Never have. I do like single shots a lot. And I'm really enjoying the sawed offs. Raccoon makes some good ones, and then Hammer and Anvil make some good ones too. Those I do like lighting. Go out on a weekend and make some noise and have a little fun doing that. So I might be doing that here in the near future. I'm wanting to find a different brand though, because all the ones around here I've shot. So if I find some on my trip, I'm gonna pick them up. And I've seen Hammer and Anvil and I've seen Raccoon, so I want to try something different. But yeah, I'm enjoying the sawed offs. I think they're cool. They're cheaper. Well, they are for me anyway. I can get a box of 12 for about 20 bucks. So when you think about canister shells, you get 6 canister shells for 20 to 30 or 40 bucks, depending on where you're at. I'm thinking, well, crap, these are just, to me, they're just about as good. So I was just really enjoying them. So I'm going to get some more of those. We lit a bunch of those on the 4th. I had some, and then my buddy had some, and we were doing, see, he had the bigger ones. I don't know what the actual size on them is off top, but I had the smaller, more slender ones. So he'd light his, and I'd light mine simultaneously, and then we'd get a big one and then a small one. It was working out really well. It was a lot of fun. But, so yeah, really like the sawed offs. But these are pretty good too. I don't know exactly how old these are, but these are foreign market. All right there, because there's no DOT or anything like that on them. Horse brand, there's 20 shot. And my buddy was he's like, man, them things ain't got nothing in them. I'm like, dude, them things are probably 40-something years old. And, they're just little pearls coming out of there, but they've got a little pep coming out, a little poof, poof. I thought they were really cool. It's almost like a falling comet kind of effect that they had. They were really nice. So I got a few sets of these that I've been lighting too. Winda has the gold pack. Is that the solid offs you're talking about? I haven't seen those. I know there's a lot of companies that have them. I just haven't seen. I don't think they made their way into the stores near me. I saw mostly Hammer and Anvil and Raccoon, and some of the Raccoon ones I didn't want to pay for. They wanted like 50 something bucks, and I knew I could get them cheaper somewhere else. RDX, haven't seen them. Oh, let's see if there's anything over here I haven't shown you guys yet, but I think you've seen most of this stuff. But that's all right. So, let's see. Anyone notice how inconsistent Shelton stuff is? You know, Shelton gets a lot of crap, but I can't say anything about it. At least the stuff that I buy. I don't know if their big stuff is inconsistent, but their firecrackers are great. The aliens are great. Vixens are great. Black Avengers are great. Um, Mobster M95s, if you get the good ones, they're great. So I can't. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of luck with Shelton novelties and things like that, but their big stuff I've never shot. So somebody'd have to let me know on that. RDX is by Raccoon. Yeah, I think I've seen a video of them, but I haven't seen them near me. The ones that I saw from Raccoon was a red box, had a different name on it though. But I know it was from Raccoon because I think Raccoon's got a couple different ones. Larger Raccoon sawed off preloads, yeah. Yeah, the ones that I had were lethal agents. They were the smaller ones. Do I have any bling crackers? No, that is one thing that I have never come across. I know people that's had them, and I've tried to get them, and it just didn't work out. So I've never had bling. I have had the WTF, and I think I'm getting some more of those soon. Uh, I've got tubs down there full of that stuff, and a lot of I don't even know what's in there anymore. But yeah, I love crackers. As a kid that was always my favorite. I'd take the 16 pack of crackers, unravel them, that way I could light 16 fuses instead of one. You know, I just that I loved it. And as I got older, I got away from fireworks and I mean, I still liked them and I'd play with them or every fourth a little bit most times. Um, but then when COVID hit, I just really got back into fireworks. And not to sound cheesy or anything like that, but I think fireworks really helped my family out a lot during that time because we were really looking for something to do because about to lose our minds. My wife wasn't working. She was home with the kids every day and I was working, but I couldn't go nowhere but the grocery store cuz everything was closed except fireworks stores. So I went and shopped fireworks. COVID was dark times, yeah. What's the best OL crackers that I have? Um, you talking like traditional cracker, or the stuff they're bringing in now, like Demon Bunnies and Coconut Bombs and Bomb Pops? I like those, but they're not really traditional crackers. I've had Thunder crackers. I've had the Alien big crackers. I've had the Bunny ears. I've had the Rise in the East. That kind of stuff. I mean, I've had a wide gambit of stuff like that. They all go boom. That's called cracker roulette when you never know which one will go off in your hand. Hopefully, none of them ever go off in my hand. When I was a kid, I had thunder bombs go off in my hand. I always thought thunder bombs were the cheap generic ones, and I didn't want those. I wanted Black Cat because they were the best, right? Now, everybody's wanting thunder bombs. So, but yeah, as far as my OL crackers and stuff, I would now not necessarily the loudest, but I would say my favorite firecrackers would probably be the. That's a tough one. I'm going to say just the firecracker would be the M1000 cracker, the little bitty ones that I did in my video. If you're asking about like a different type of like a whistling cracker, I would say the Happy Power would probably be one of my favorites. And I know that neither one of those are super crazy loud, but the real loud ones, I don't like to shoot that often. I like shooting the smaller ones. So yeah, single big crackers. Yeah, that's what I would say would probably be my favorites. Uh, what's the other ones? I got Boss crackers. Is it Boss? Big Boss. I think's the name of it. Big Boss. I've got some of those. Some of the older ones that first come out. Um, I don't know. I'd have never really thought about which ones would my probably my all time favorite would be sugar cookies. I've got 2 trays of sugar cookies that I'll probably never ever shoot. I had more than that. I traded one, shot one, and I got 2 left, and I'll probably never shoot them. The 100 Tal Unicorn, still looking for a case. Uh, yeah, those are great. If you could get a case of them, I'd love just a box of them. I've got the Manchurian Warriors. I had a box of those, and I've gotten rid. I did a little trade and got rid of some of those, but I've still probably got half of that box. But those are a little bit slower. The ones that you're talking about, probably the ones with the dragon on them. I'm assuming those things are really fast. Lots of titanium. The Manchurian Warriors got titanium, but they burn a lot slower. So you get to hear like the pop, 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 pop. The other ones just go and they're done. Duck penny packs. Those are so much fun. I let pack after pack. Yeah, if you're in a place where you can light, uh, I love duck penny packs. I've got like 8 bricks of those. I think 7 or 8. I had probably 20 at one point. I was getting them for $5. I can't do that no more. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna save the rest of what I got. But yeah, you could sit out there forever and light them things, and they are loud. They are loud for just a single little firecracker. They are a lot of fun. Yep, duck penny packs. I was getting them for $5, but they're not that price anymore where I was getting them. So did I miss something there? I'm not sure what you mean. 2012 pyro them. I wonder where they went. Nope, I've still got a bunch of them. I've got some opened somewhere. Like I said, guys, I've got stuff. I came down here today to work on this and get things organized, and I ended up calling Vex Pyro, and I didn't get nothing done. So then I went upstairs, and then we shot fireworks, and then I came back down here, and I was like, I'm gonna make a video, do a live. So here I am doing a live, and my battery's probably getting I'm down to 24%, so we're not gonna last too much longer, guys. I only had 50% when we started. So these lives, they take it out of your phone battery, but anyway. But yeah, if you can get duck penny packs, get them because they're a lot of fun. Trying to think, there was something else I wanted to get my hands on. I can't remember what I was going to say, but um, I don't know. I came across some good stuff on vacation, some vintage stuff, and I came across some other neat stuff. You guys have pretty well seen all that in my other videos, but I got to do some demos and stuff yet, and yeah, I got to do those black cats over there that I ended up opening one of those. I got to do those yet. And I'll be doing my pickup from my trip. So that'll be coming. Look out for videos with that too. When I go, I'll be hanging out with other YouTubers. So I'll probably doing some videos, just kind of talking with them and goofing off with them, hopefully. Hopefully people like to goof off as much as I do. Crack jokes and stuff, because that's pretty much the way I am. I like to have a lot of fun, so I'm hoping other people are that way. I don't want to irritate them. Some people get irritated like easily, so but hopefully that everything will go cool that day. We'll all have a lot of fun and just have some good finds, have some good stuff happen. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here before my phone dies. Let's appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. People are still lighting up fireworks around my area. About to send a WTTJ rocket. Go blow it up, man. Blow it up, Sim Mac. Thank you for subscribing. Anybody that subscribed, you'll meet your match with me about bad dad jokes. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm more of a I'm more of a spur. How do I call it? A very I've been told that I'm very witty and like have like I come back with things very quickly, but so I'm not a whole big joke teller, I guess, but I'm just kind of like spur of the moment funny things that happen, type thing. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Live the World Fireworks, hour and 20 minutes. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't. And I would appreciate it if you guys would share all of these videos, or if you got pyro buddies out there, make sure that you I sense competition. Not out of me, you won't, man. I'll just goof off with you. I ain't competing for nothing, man. I'll just goof off with you. But awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it for all you guys that are subbing. Means a lot to me. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks. God bless. We'll see you all on the next one.